Well, hello there, motherfuckers, and it's time for another fucking Raw review here. Holy fucking shit. A swerve out of nowhere. That was pretty good. Not the ideal champion, we would think. Kevin Owens out of nowhere. Once again, we've got a champion where it doesn't even look like he's going to win it. He's in no position. Like, remember when they used to build up a guy for a world title? Remember Stone Cold headed into WrestleMania 14 to win his first title? Like, you knew Stone Cold was probably going to win it because Shawn Michaels was injured and shit. But him and DX, leading up like 2 months, 3 months, all the way to WrestleMania. And there was anticipation. You got pumped up, excited, when The Rock won the title, like he was in line for the title. You could see him growing as a star, Mick Foley. So when these people won the title, it was not really a surprise, We shouldn't be shocked by a champion, Shocks and surprises should come through the storylines, not by like, holy shit, that guy's actually the champion. That's not a good reaction to have. That's not a good, shocking thing to say. Now, you look at Kevin Owens and, you say, oh, he doesn't look like a champion. He's a chubby guy. I mean, he's fat. He's overweight. Most people would even say the guy's obese, technically. You don't... Actually, standards here, like, by most nutritionists and doctors... It's something like you only need to be 40 pounds overweight to be considered to be obese. It's something like that. It's not as high as most people think. Most people think like, oh, if you're 100 pounds overweight, you're obese. No, you're actually obese if you're like, to be at a healthy weight. If you're like 20, 30 pounds overweight, it ain't healthy. And to say that Kevin Owens is a healthy boy, well, that's kind of stretching it, I guess. I do like Kevin Owens. I'm not gonna lie. For all the people that say that I worship Russo and everything, I like the guy's opinions. And, I learned a lot from Vince Russo and hearing him talk. And, a lot of people like to write that off right away as being brainwashed and shit. But the guy makes a lot of good points. We always sit around and ask ourselves, gee, why does wrestling suck? Well, let's think about this for a minute. I've been saying this time and time again. If Russo wrote the best shit for the show, then why is it so much of a surprise to everybody, when I say that his ideas are good? I mean, is it really that far-fetched to say that maybe Kevin Owens being the champion is not really best for business? We always talk about, and they've written into the storylines, best for business. What's best for business? What's good for business? Kevin Owens being champion isn't exactly, a profit. How is Kevin Owens? I want people to make an argument right here in this video in the comment section. You tell me, motherfuckers. How is it a good idea for Kevin Owens to be the world champion, the Universal champion? Excuse me, the big fancy red fucking strawberry jam belt. Excuse me, Universal Championship. How is this a good idea? But we could go on all day, and we haven't even talked about Raw yet. We've talked about the end of Raw, the result, the big swerve, but we haven't even started right from the top. We kick off the show with what kind of looks almost like the fucking dating game. I'm not even trying to be funny there. It's exactly what it looked like. Roman Reigns, Cass, Owens, Rollins, Corey Graves in the ring. We're all sitting around talking. Hey, you want a cup of coffee? Hey, you want your shoes polished, a foot rub? Oh, sitting there all relaxed. Is this wrestling or is this a fucking day spa? Sitting around these motherfuckers, sitting around and just chatting it up, shooting the motherfucking breeze. I mean, what kind of horse shit is this? I've said this time and time again. This is not a wrestling show. you know, and shit like that, you know. And I don't know, people are gonna get mad at me. You know, I see, you know, I've addressed people in the comments. I've tried to be more active and responding to, I don't want to say just my subs, but my detractors. I don't know if they're subbed or not. But, you know, I've been talking this over. I've been hearing this for quite some time. Brett ain't as good as he used to be. He's good, but he ain't as good as he used to be. I've been hearing that shit for fucking years here on YouTube. You know, people feel if I don't act like a fucking maniac and I don't tear down Cena. See, this is how you be popular in the YWC. First, you take a John Cena and you take a Roman Reigns, and then you fucking say bad things about him. And then, you know, I talk about throwing fecal matter at him and shit like that, and there you go. The whole YWC's behind you. Yeehaw! There you go, right there. There you go, right there. You want to be popular in the YWC? You don't want people to unsub to your channel? Just say, I hate Cena. I hate Roman Reigns. I love me some Finn Balor. Yee-hoo! That's how you be popular there in the YWC. You know, it's not good enough that you entertain, show charisma and personality, and say the truth and say what's on your mind. YWC's like, fuck the truth. I want to hear what I want to hear. What kind of attitude is this? Forcing somebody. You coming to the comment section and asking me to have a certain viewpoint. What is this, a fucking program? You're YouTuber? Motherfuckers, if you don't like what I've got to say, if you don't like me talking shit, I already said I like Kevin Owens. Is he worthy of a world championship? No. He don't look like a champion. He's fat, and he's not, they haven't built him up. I'm using these examples, and people get really angry here in the YWC. Oh, stop mentioning the Attitude Era. Oh, and I've said this for fucking years. I've been saying this ever since 2012 when I started talking about wrestling regularly on this channel. Why is it taboo to bring up the Attitude Era? Oh! Is it like, hurt my elbow? Fuck! Anyway, thing is why is it taboo to fucking thing? You know, why is it taboo to bring up the Attitude Era? People get mad because they want to promote this bad wrestling like it's decent. I don't even know what the YWC is trying to say anymore. I don't even see people saying that Raw is awesome even. They just give me a problem for not liking certain people. So, if I say Roman Reigns sucks motherfucking Samoan coconut dick, coconut milk shooting out his fucking asshole, squirting him in the goddamn eye while he fucks Cena in the ass. That what you people want to hear? Oh, Cena's fucking brains in the ass. This is hilarious. Brad's a genius. Woo! You know, it's like it sounded like James from Team Rocket. Woo! You know, like gay and shit. You know, fuck. But you know, it's like, is that what you got to do to be popular? I mean, is that going to make the show better? Is that going to make these videos better? Is that going to make your enjoyment of Raw any better if I talk about Cena fucking Roman in the ass or vice versa? I don't know. You know, maybe Reigns has a vagina. Maybe Cena does. I don't fucking know. I don't go checking out inside them denim shorts. That's your fucking job. The perverts out there in the YWC. I'm too busy looking at Dana Brooks' fucking amazing tits. You could have your Cena crotches and Roman Reigns crotches because you focus more on the people you hate than the people you actually like. You realize that here in the YWC? We tear down, we don't even, we don't even, like, are you guys serious? Are you really going to put all your stock into fucking Finn Balor, this Irish fucking 2-bit motherfucker that's not even that talented? What does this guy do? I said it, and Wrestling Jesus backed me up with a video, not directly, indirectly, whatever. But he said it best. Remember when I was comparing Davey Richards to fucking Finn Balor? I can't even remember the motherfucker's name. That's how forgettable he is. That's how much he fucking sucks. But WJ said it. He told you as well. Every indie jobber does the fucking double stomp. Oh, I'm stomping! Well, stomping like a little child. Finn Balor looks like a fucking kid in the middle of a Toys R Us who can't get the toy he wants. Yeah, is that, you want that? Is that making these videos better for you? Fuck off! I love seeing Finn Balor throw a fucking fit off the top rope like a little kid staying in the middle of Toys R Us who can't get his own way. I'm stopping! Look at me, mommy! Fuck that Irish bastard! Fuck him in the goddamn fucking ass! Fuck him with a giant fucking jumbo-sized clover leaf. Just shove that shit up his motherfucking ass! Then take a can of Guinness and shove that up his ass too! Then take Cena's head and shove it up his ass. Then Reigns, and before you know it, you've got some type of weird Irish Samoan, whatever the fuck John Cena is, other white guy, human centipede. Maybe they'll sell that on fucking WWEshop.com. I don't know. But back to the promo, motherfuckers. Holy fucking shit, 11 minutes in. And I'm already having a good time here. Fuck this show. I'm having a better time talking to you guys about fucking nonsense. What are we even discussing in this video? Human centipedes? Hitting our arms on shit? Flipping off inanimate objects? What the fuck's going on here? We've got a fucking show to talk about, motherfuckers. So they're sitting around like this is Jimmy Kimmel, the dating game, that fucking Family Feud show. Fuck off with this shit. There's some fighting, and I don't give a shit. This is going to be your fatal four-way match. We're going to crown a new Universal Champion. Jericho defeated Neville. This was a pretty good match. Look how I just changed my tone right there. It was good. I like Neville. I think Neville could be something if they gave him a fucking personality. Like I said, why do we pretend like this is like some normal cruiserweight? This guy's fucking jacked as shit for a little dude. He's more pumped up than Mysterio. He looks better than Roman Reigns. Seriously, I'm not even kidding. The guy's body is 10 times better than Roman Reigns. He makes Roman Reigns look like a fucking, like he's been slacking at the gym compared to fucking Neville. Neville, I was watching the fucking dude when they were doing Table for Three with all the NXT guys. The guy's wearing a polo shirt and his arms are fucking huge. I mean, this dude's got some massive fucking buys and tries. I mean, in like quads, if there existed a muscle called that, he'd probably have it. He's like a fucking cruiserweight version of Big Papa Pump, but he doesn't look so steroidy. Anyway, but it was a decent match for what it was. But the thing is, it's like, how does this match help either guy? You know what I mean? This is just like, again, another random match thrown out. Do you guys realize that these matches don't mean fucking shit? They just throw them out there. And even though it's decent, it's good, I guess. It's like, there's a match. Neville lost, Jericho won. And, where do we go from there? So I guess because, Owens is the champion, now this whole Jericho Owens thing gets thrown out the window. Because I guess they weren't expecting, Balor, well, of course not, to get injured. So now they have to scrap the plans. But I mean, is that how, last minute it is? This ain't like the Rock and Sock connection, Jericho and Owens, where, okay, The Rock will take a little break from winning the world title in 1999 so he could go on to, holding it, for a decent part of the year 2000. That's different. That wasn't exactly taking a break to being a nonsensical tag team. They were getting fucking ratings with that tag team. This is something different. So he's in the opening match to being the fucking Universal Champion. Ha 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 ha! What? I mean, anyway. Nia Jax beat a jobber. You know, I don't know. You know, this match had such a profound effect on my life. You know, I don't know, guys. I feel like, you know, something was awakened inside of me. I've got a new lease on life. I'm learning to appreciate the smaller things in life. And fuck off, this match was garbage. Then you got a little skit backstage with the club. They're not doctors anymore. Instead, they're going to be, you know, retirement plan something, whatever the hell they are. Dana Brooke is going to be the nurse, even though they're not doctors. I guess because it was an old age home and she's like, you know, the person who tends to the old people. Dana Brooke is a fucking babe. Holy fucking shit. Terrible segment, though. I mean, I didn't even find it funny when they were talking about ring post-itis. Credit for creativity, I guess, but I just didn't find it funny. It just, testicle humor is not really appealing all the time. Unless it was like Mick Foley or The Rock talking about it, but, you know, when Gallows and Anderson talk about their delivery, it's not funny. It's really not. Sami Zayn defeated Jinder Mahal. Oh, Jinder Mahal is back after like a whole month of not being on TV. I don't know if he was on Superstars or Main Event or whatever the Raw B show is. You know, so he loses again here. So they just brought him back to be enhancement talent. Like, they have like pretty much a whole roster of enhancement talent. It's called fucking NXT. You don't need Jinder Mahal. Like I said, where were the people on the internet even asking for this? You know, I know the WWE is obsessed with satisfying the YWC and IWC goofballs, but who's like, oh wow, oh Jinder Mahal, you know, who's fucking typing that in the message boards? Who's making videos about Jinder Mahal? Fucking of all people, like, you know, remember what I said a couple of videos back when you know, like a month ago? They talked about Goldberg, Jeff Hardy, Kurt Angle, Carlito. We were going to get Shelton Benjamin. You know, all guys that have held titles, been in, you know, memorable moments in the WWE, or at least been decent wrestlers. We get Jinder Mahal, who's none of the above. None of the aforementioned. This is who we get? Jinder motherfucking Mahal. This is who we get. This is who we get. We don't get any of the people that were rumored to come there. And, you know, don't believe the dirt sheets. But you know they were talking to some of those people. It's been confirmed pretty much. But they don't get any of them. They didn't get a single guy except for Shelton Benjamin, which wasn't even one of the main rumored names. They don't even get half of who they said. They get one person, Benjamin, who's good. I'm sad that he's injured because I really did want to see him again. He was a great ruthless aggression era guy. You know, but we don't get him. We get Jinder Mahal. Like, seriously, like, why? I want McMahon or whoever's running talent relations now. I don't fucking know who it is anymore. Is it still Laurinaitis? I don't fucking know. But whoever it is, whose idea was it to hire him back? Like, I don't get it. Why is, like, Samoa Joe, Austin Aries, I'm not saying that they would be amazing additions to the roster, But why not bring them over instead of Jinder Mahal? Why does he have a spot on Raw, and other guys don't? I really fucking fail to realize any of the logic here. New Day and Bailey, they were fooling around backstage also with, Dana, but whatever. They defeated the Club and Dana. This match was completely devoid of any meaning. Um, you know, Already they got Bailey there, and she's not really doing anything. She's just hanging around. You know what their logic is? Well, Bailey's silly. I even remember where she, the first time I saw her, like on the first NXT special, she said that, like her favorite wrestlers were John Cena and Big E, all the PG wrestlers. And I like Bailey. This was like a good point that like Russo and Jeff Lane brought up in their podcast. It's impossible not to like Bailey. It's also impossible not to love Dana Brooke's giant tits. But it's also another thing to, not like Bailey. She's very likable. Very cute. Very cute. His ponytail and all. Very cute. Good wrestler. I said it myself. All the matches in NXT with her and Sasha Banks. Brilliant matches. Oh, brilliant, I say. Brilliant. Blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Brilliant. Good matches. I like them. But we're not going to do that. Instead, let's party with New Day. She just gets there and already it's... I'm not saying that she can't be fun-loving, but does she have to, like, already be a fucking goofball the minute she walks onto the main roster? Anyway, Sheamus defeated Cesaro. I like this match. Let me tell you something. These guys deliver. I know I made fun of it, like who's asking for a best of 7. That's a little bit overboard. It's not like, I said, like, these guys have decent matches. They ain't no fucking Steamboat Flares, but, they're good. Good matches. But, like, really, like, I like the way how they ended this match. Fucking Sheamus back body drop Cesaro into the fucking ring post. And I gotta be quite honest, I don't remember the last time I saw that actual spot. I don't remember it. When's the last time anybody here in WWE they've done that? That looked fucking dangerous, and it actually looked like it really fucking hurt him. You heard the fucking smack against the post. And then he put on the cloverleaf. And that's all I'm asking for is a little bit of psychology there. Yeah, you work the back and you win with a move that stretches out the back. Beautiful. Stresses that, it's a technical match and, they're putting the emphasis on these guys in the ring. It's like Booker T and Benoit. Hey, these guys have good matches. Let's, give them a best of 7 series, except it's not Benoit and Booker T. But, whatever. Benoit's still a murderer. Okay. Just want to clear it out for the YWC. Fucking murderer! All right. Mr. Fuji, rest in peace. A great classic manager. Sad to see the guy go. Lots of memorable moments. Managing a lot of different guys. Mainly Yokozuna. So, rest in peace, Mr. Fuji. Braun Strowman defeated another jobber. He was like a white dude with a luchador mask. Kind of, Michael Cole said Max Moon, but I'd say more the Patriot or Mr. America. But Braun Strowman beats him, takes his mask off. And once again, just like Nia Jax, like how long are they going to keep going with these squash matches? Like, no, really, I want a time frame. Like, tell me, 3 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now, when are we going to stop it? We're just going to keep having squash match after squash match while, the creative team slowly tries to think of something of what to do. Like, it's going to be like a fucking year from now. And these guys are still going to have fucking squash matches. It's just going to keep going pretty soon they're going to run out of jobbers. They're going to run out of people to fucking, put in. Then I guess maybe they'll move on to Heath Slater. What a flourishing career for both of these wrestlers. Paul Heyman and Stephanie had this fucking weird-ass promo, and a lot of people are in agreement with this. This promo didn't make sense. So, Brock attacks a commissioner, a SmackDown owner, whatever you want to call him, Shane McMahon at SummerSlam. So, since Brock Lesnar is a Raw guy, Stephanie's got to find him. So, she tries to act like she's concerned for her brother. Stephanie is only going to charge Brock Lesnar $500. So the story here, I guess, is that it's like Stephanie doesn't care, but they're not really even putting an emphasis on that fact. Like, usually it's like $5,000 or $50,000 or $100,000 for like an athletic fine, but they're doing $500. So Heyman has to come out and cut a promo about this but it's like they had nothing to say here. So instead, you've got like Heyman taking out a big stack of singles and he starts doing it one by one. Stephanie slaps the money out of his hand and accepts his apology, and that's it. If they're building towards a Shane McMahon, Brock Lesnar feud, this might be the absolute worst way I've ever seen a fucking feud get started. I mean, he F5'd them at SummerSlam. That was good. But, like, what the... I've never seen a promo where I just didn't know what the fuck to think of this. You could say, like, oh, they talked about the situation. But it's like, what the fuck even happened here? Is this supposed to be funny? Paul Heyman taking out the wad of singles? And, like, what were they even talking about? We know Stephanie's the heir to the throne, okay, and it's $500 because they're not even really making that a point. I guess you're supposed to just assume. But Michael Cole and Corey Graves and Brian Sexaddick are not even commenting on the fact that it's a low fine. So it's like, did they even care about the fucking storytelling here? I mean, this was a pretty fucking worthless segment. I'd like to know exactly whose idea this was. Like, who actually wrote this skit? Now, there's multiple people, but there's one fucking numbskull on the writing team that actually came up with this segment. And dear fucking God, I hate Stephanie. I think she's hot and everything, but what makes her so unattractive is she's such a fucking goof. I mean, really, like, she's just so goofy and awkward. She's like a fucking geekwad, basically. She's got an amazing body on her, but Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, I've seen, like, weird girls in high school that seemed cooler than her by comparison. Like, seriously, like, the fucking kids with the insect collections were cooler than fucking Stephanie McMahon. I mean, you see Stephanie dancing on one episode. She's trying to act tough on another. Is she supposed to be a domineering woman? This is her character. But she's laughable. She's, I know, like, part of the thing is she's dislikable. But I don't know what they're going for. She used to be good when she was with Triple H. She used to be great at getting heat. She was great as a SmackDown GM. But this, like, authority Stephanie, let's call her, from the reality era, or the new era, whatever fucking era we're in right now. I don't even know. This is Stephanie, like, that we get now. This Stephanie is like a completely different Stephanie. And this Stephanie, she's fucking annoying. I mean, let's be perfectly honest. She is probably the most fucking annoying female I have ever seen in the history of WWE. I mean, and there was Vicky Guerrero. And I will take Vicky Guerrero over Stephanie McMahon. Yeah, I will say that. It's very hard for me to say that, but I will say that. Yes, I think that I could bear Vicky Guerrero a bit more than the current Stephanie. Because she's just fucking awful. And, like, half the time, it's like, I don't know if she's trying to get heat, trying to purposely ruin a segment, or what the fuck ever it is that she's trying to accomplish. She buries people on screen. Like, Stephanie's burying her own talent. The same talent that she's trying to advance. Or if she is, I don't know. I mean, or she's obsessed with putting herself over. I don't know what her fucking deal is, but she needs to get the fuck off TV already. Look at this segment. It was, and I'm not going to even lie. I mean, you got to give Heyman some shit to work with. I think that's the problem. But, man, if this is it, get Heyman off TV as well. I'm sick of seeing this motherfucker. I mean, this guy says the same thing. I used to love seeing Paul Heyman come out when he was GM, when he was in the Alliance. I used to love hearing, Paul Heyman One Night Stand with that promo. I love Paul Heyman. I loved him, his commentary in 2001. He was a great replacement for Jerry the King Lawler. I mean, it might have not been like the King and JR, but damn, he was pretty fucking good, and he was entertaining. He was funny as well. So I love Heyman. But this, Heyman that we have now, he's a shell of his former self. He's nothing like he used to be, just like Stephanie. Like, who are these people? They're like, almost like aliens have fucking gutted these people and tore out their insides and stepped into their bodies. And like you're controlling their bodies like fucking Third Rock from the Sun. Shit. I mean, like, these are not, they don't even really resemble the personalities of, their former selves. Darren Young defeated Titus O'Neil. I mean, come on already, guys. Where the fuck is this even going? They bring in Backlund. They got a chance to do some great skits, great promos, and instead they're doing some primetime players feud that they already did like 2-3 times before. Make up your fucking mind! You think I'm fucking joking? I'm sick of seeing this shit already. This show sucks. Every single thing fucking sucks on this show. Make up your fucking mind. Like, people, like, how does this stuff even go live? The promo doesn't make sense. Now we've got a match where, we're going to team together. Oh, we're not, we're going to make Darren Young great again. Then we're not going to do anything with them. How is this stuff even making it on the TV? Like, it ain't even a joke anymore. Like, shit, like, talking about this is actually pissing me the fuck off. Like, this is fucking garbage. This is some of the worst fucking shit I've ever seen ever. Fuck everything else. This is the worst era of WWE. And I'm not taking it out, it just happens when I'm getting on to Darren Young and Titus O'Neil, but it reaches this third hour of the show, pretty much, third hour, where you just completely fucking say, God damn, this show's a fucking piece of shit. Why the fuck should anybody watch it? This is fucking horse fucking shit. I mean, come on. Every single thing on this show, there's a problem, there's an issue. Can we just, at least make the show 2 hours? Make it somewhat bearable. But it's not only that. And this was the thing, the show wasn't even good in 2012. Let's add a third hour. That will make, you've got nothing. You had no good storylines. You didn't have a developed roster. You had terrible writers. The show's even worse than it was in 2012. And we are still at the same point. We're still at the same point. It's still fucking terrible. And things just got worse by saying it to a third fucking hour. It's even worse. So they got a little bit more revenue by having a third hour, having more, commercials. But they also lost viewers in the process. So what the fuck did they gain? And people are going to make all sorts of weird arguments. They're watching the show on DVR. So fuck off. When can we just admit that the show fucking sucks and the ratings are dropping because it fucking sucks? 2 + 2 = 4, you dumb motherfuckers. The show sucks and that's why it's getting low ratings. 1 week it's a 2.3, and because it wasn't a 2.3, it was a 2.1 for several months. We're all going to celebrate. Yay, 2.3. The fucking show used to get 6.0s regularly. 8.0s. It beat must-see TV. I bring that up as an example because it did. Do you know what it was like back in the fucking late 90s to beat Friends? Friends was one of the most popular shows of all fucking time. And wrestling. Men in fucking tights. A show that most people make fun of and say it's fucking gay. That actually beat out must-see TV. But don't bring up the Attitude Era. Because we want to hide from the truth. Oh, Finn Balor's sexy. I want a fucking dick. The main event. Kevin Owens defeats Seth Rollins, Big Cass, and Reigns to win the Universal Championship. I already talked about this throughout the show. And another thing about Stephanie. I don't know if this was purposely done or not, but twice on the show, she says that they were going to crown the first ever Universal Champion. So, are they, trying to erase Finn Balor as being the first? Are they trying to erase the title records there? Or was she just on fucking drugs? That she actually made a mistake and nobody corrected? Are they, scared of her? Seriously, is this why she's so terrible? No one has the heart to say anything to Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie, you suck. Are people scared of getting fired? Are people scared of, getting ridden up? I don't fucking know. It's a job. I guess, they're scared for their jobs. WWE pays them well, the writers. So as long as they're sitting there turning out this shit and McMahon is happy with it, they don't have to worry. So they probably don't say shit to Stephanie and let her act like a fucking idiot on TV. And they don't say anything to her. It's probably what the story is. But, I mean, that can't be right. Just because Finn Balor's injured, that's not right. You can't just take the guy's name. He did win the belt. I don't like it. I don't like Finn Balor, but you can't erase the guy's fucking name off of the title history. I mean, when he comes back, they're going to make like it didn't happen. It's got to be a mistake, and nobody had the heart to tell her that she fucked up the first time. It's like, but how could you make that mistake twice, saying first out? You're making a huge announcement. It's not like you're saying, sometimes when I do a review here, and I might say the wrong name here, I might repeat the same name twice. Many people make that mistake. It's called a verbal flub. But there's a difference between a verbal flub and just completely fucking up royally. I mean, and that was royally fucking up. You said the wrong thing twice. You're making a huge announcement. That's like saying we're having a grand opening, our new store, and instead you go we're going out of business. I mean, what? You can't. There's no way you could say that because it's not right. And she didn't catch herself both times. She just a runaway verbal train or some shit. The fuck. So anyway, Triple H comes out of nowhere. Pedigrees Roman Reigns on the outside, throws him back in, takes Rollins, guides him back in the ring. He pins Reigns, eliminates him. It's down to Rollins and Kevin Owens. Triple H gets in the ring, and then he pedigrees Seth Rollins in the big swerve, and I enjoyed that swerve. But now the reality is, now we have Kevin Owens as the world champion. And check my videos. Even when I said that it was kind of cool when, Kevin Owens beat Cena, I still said, in no way is this guy ready to win a world title. If they groom this guy and they make him seem like a world champion, but I said right away that he did not seem like he was ready. And he sure as hell was not. He was fucking around in the tag team with a goofy scarf-wearing Jericho, making stupid-ass comments and jokes that weren't even funny just a fucking week or two ago. Now all of a sudden he's the fucking top dog? What? Like how? No, I'm sorry. There's no way that this is increasing ratings. This is just satisfying people on the fucking internet. Or the idiotic crowd that goes there every single fucking night. These are the people that are going to be satisfied with Kevin Owens winning the Universal Championship. This is not the worst thing ever, but once again, it's like, how do we benefit from this? Guys, I don't know how we could say that this is good, decent, or acceptable. I really don't. I mean, I don't see, where's the build-up to Kevin Owens winning the belt? It just happens. Oh my God! Finn Balor got injured. What do we do? I don't know. Let's just give it to Owens. All right, and that's it. That's the decision-making. It was eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by a motherfucking toe. And there you go. Kevin Owens is your new world champion. What a load of fucking horse shit. All right, motherfuckers. This Raw fucking sucked. Owens is your new Universal Champion. He's not ready. He was not even close to being ready to win this fucking Strawberry Jam belt. But then again, it looks so terrible. He might as well, it fits. The guy looks like he eats a lot of jam. I'm just saying, he's chowing down. Maybe they should put a fucking pizza design. Put some, make the WWE logo out of fucking pepperoni or some sausage. Yeah, use sausage links. Wouldn't that be awesome? Like the first ever edible WWE belt? Yeah, I'd like that. You might have some fat fucks at ringside trying to take the belt from him. Hey, remember that with Daniel Bryan? He was going to win the IC belt at WrestleMania. People kept stealing the belt from Wade Barrett. Imagine how many more people would try to steal the belt. You'd even, how about fan interaction? Yeah, fans trying to get the belt from Kevin Owens because it's got food. The fucking side plates are made out of Kraft singles. I don't fucking know. Trying to make this shit more entertaining because it fucking sucks cock. All right.